Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is my budget for February 2022, so don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So if you've watched my video at the weekend, you'll know that January has just been so not what I intended it to be budget wise, and I am entirely at fault for that, and I know that, and I accept full responsibility for that. But at the same time, I am desperate to get back on track because I can't afford to keep going the way I'm going. In fact, I can't afford it anyway. And so, February, new month, fresh start, slightly shorter. We'll see how it goes. So as usual, I'm doing this in my budget planner, which is available in my Etsy store if you want to have a look. But let's get started. So I'm actually using month 3 because I have used the other 2. So the aim for the month, so instead of no spend, I'm going for low spend February. And that just, although it's still kind of low spend and focus on that, it's not, I feel so much pressure because I'm not saying no spend, I'm saying low spend. I just need to figure out what on earth is going on inside my head at the moment because that will help. But yeah, low spend February should be good. Well, it should be good if I can get my head back in the game. One-off expenses, so this is February half term this month. So February half term. So those of you that aren't in the UK, that is a school holidays. So it is a week off in the middle of February. Is it in a couple of weeks' time? So obviously the kids aren't at school. So I have a school holidays sinking fund, but I'm mindful that school holidays can tend to be quite expensive if I'm not careful because I like to do stuff, I like to get out of here, I like to get out of our house and kind of get and do things, but everything like that then costs money, doesn't it? So yeah, February half term is one to ponder this month. We don't have any birthdays, we don't have anything else going on particularly, but definitely that week off will be a challenge given the circumstances. No spend aim, so I'm going to aim for lower this month. And bear in mind there are 28 days in February. I'm going to give myself some grace this month and I'm going to go 18, which is obviously lots lower than the 25 that I had last month, but I think that in some ways I just set myself up to fail right from the off and I should have realised that, so I'm kind of giving myself a bit of leeway, a bit of a kind of, I don't know, like I'm someone who tends to focus on the negatives, especially at the moment, so I don't want to feel like I'm just totally failing all of this as well as everything else. So yes, I'm giving myself just that bit more room to figure stuff out this month. That being said, let's get on with the budget. Again, if you've watched my video from the weekend or last week, you'll know that my food budget, well, my budget in total, actually not just food. In fact, it's not food that's the problem, it's the eating out / takeaways one that's been the problem. But I've got a video coming up on Sunday which will hopefully show you that I'm trying to get back on track with that as well. So food budget wise, I'm going to put that at £180. That's for the thievers. Petrol, I didn't spend as much as I thought I was going to actually, so I'm going to put that at £170. Household, £50. Cats, I didn't budget enough for them actually, so we'll put that to £40. Children is £70. And do you know what, eating out is going to be, I'm going to say £30 because in half term we'll be going out and they'll want treats and things, so altogether that adds up to £550. Oh, that's quite a sum. He's hoping I get it lower than that. And then moving over to sinking funds, I already filled one in when I was writing out the categories and I was like, oh no, I'm supposed to film this. So I've already put the Christmas is £40. Birthdays is going to be £20. School holidays £20, although obviously that's going to be taken out this month. Repairs £20 and car £30, and that adds up to £130. Can you hear that dog barking in the background? That's someone up like behind our house in their garden. It's been doing that for ages. I keep thinking it might stop and then I can get on, but it hasn't done, so I've filmed regardless. But anyway, if you're new here, my sinking funds are funded by my side hustles, so through YouTube if people watch ads, if people buy me a virtual coffee, blog, Etsy, all that kind of stuff funds my sinking funds because I can't fund them from my everyday income budget because I just don't earn enough to be able to do that. But there we go, so that's the two main budget ones there. Now if I turn over, obviously I don't do any of that at the moment. So no spend date aim there I said was 18. I think that's doable if I focus. I feel like it will be more doable than the 25 I set myself in January. What was I thinking? Looking back, I think I was way too optimistic. But 18, if I'm careful about where I go and what we do, and I guess it's during the week, especially on my day. I only work part-time, so it's on my days off where I need to be mindful of it's not just because I'm not at work I get to spend money kind of thing, because I used to never spend money during the week, even if I had a day off, and only spend it weekends, and I not necessarily want to get back to that particularly because I do my food shop during the week now while it's quieter. But I need to figure out some kind of new balance about that without feeling like I'm, I don't know, losing how I feel about things. That probably makes no sense to anybody else. But that's the plan for no spend days. And then if I turn over, now this is one of the, I hate filling in this page, but I'll do it anyway. Oh well, I don't know if I'm going to actually, but I'll talk about it once I get there. So obviously can't fill any of these. Extra income is finding any kind of spare time at the moment is ridiculous anyway. So the savings aim page, I used to write really big numbers in here and it would go in our investments, but now I don't tend to aim for anything in this, and that's purely because first of all I don't have any money left to put in. Once I've done my sinking funds from my side hustles and my everyday budget goes on kind of everyday stuff including all the bills, I don't really have anything left. So for January, I think I had, was it £22 left, which I can't write, I'm going to aim to save £20 because it seems silly, but at the same time, that's how at the moment, how tight things are. And so, yes, I should be saving for an emergency fund. Yes, I will need to probably save for some kind of house deposit because things are changing, and that's a whole nother story that I'm actually not really allowed to share yet. But savings aims wise, I can't buy anything there, and I'm not going to, because there's no point in putting a number that I know unless I suddenly get lots of YouTube like revenue or Etsy or whatever. Like if I wonder if, and I don't know how this works, if one of my videos go viral, for example, which will probably never happen, then that all helps. But at the same time, I'm not going to put a number on that for now. So that is my February 2023 budget with me for the month. A low spend February, which should be much more doable than the previous, the previous month that I've just totally failed on. So yeah, how is your budget for February looking? Are you going to join me on low spend February? I've got a video coming up on the 1st of February about how I'm going to do that, so don't forget to come back to that. And also I'm so excited to share the video with you on Sunday. I think it's going to be a good one, and I'm quite proud of myself for it as well, so don't forget to come back for that as well. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.